Hey, what's going on? I'm live. I didn't realize I was live, but hey, listen, thanks for tuning in. This is the preseason podcast. I've been waiting to do this for a long time, y'all. So y'all please bear with me. I am live. I'm actually streaming on three different platforms right now for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So y'all bear with me because I want to make sure that everything is right if you're tuning in right now. So if y'all just give me a second, let me make sure everything is good. Um, Let me just see here. Make sure I'm live. Y'all just hold on. Y'all bear with me. All right. I'm in there. I'm good there. Let me check and make sure I'm good on Facebook, y'all. Y'all hold on one second. Almost there. Nah. My Facebook is it's tripping. Y'all hold on one second. Almost there. I just want to make sure, like I said, y'all, all my platforms are good. So y'all just give me a second. I don't know what my Facebook tripping. If y'all watching, y'all just give me a second. Let me make sure I'm good on this end. All right, I think my Facebook is good. We're gonna get into it. Y'all just hold on. Y'all hold on. All right. I'm good. As long as I don't have no feedback, I think I'll be all right. I'm here. Dash Network. Boom. YouTube. Boom. All right, y'all. I'm set. So once again, this is the preseason podcast. Like I said before, guys, I've been waiting to do this for a long, long time, and something kind of sparked into me like earlier today, and I just had to go ahead and start doing my first video. So y'all be patient with me. Once again, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, go over to my YouTube channel, Dash Network TV. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. I promise you, you won't be disappointed because I'm going to do a podcast. I'm doing dramas. I'm doing comedies. I'm doing whatever I want to on my platform, guys. And sometimes I may even say something controversial, but I don't care. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm going to speak how I want to speak. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I know y'all saw the title, right? Black fathers ain't shit. Now, obviously, I don't feel that way, but the problem is I'm noticing that throughout the time that I've been alive, I've heard it a lot, and I'm still hearing it, and I'm tired of it. But something happened. Um, it wasn't today. It was actually the other day that really it hit me a little different because I'm finding that we even as men sometimes feel that way about actually being a father. So following on this, so I was watching Two Bears One Cave. That's one of my favorite podcasts. Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. The comedians, right? And they always do silly stuff, but they had a real serious moment in talking about fatherhood. And what happened was, these guys are real wealthy. They say they like to go to restaurants, and sometimes they'll do these raffles for these waiters because a lot of time waitresses, they're struggling, they're trying to make money, they're trying to earn tips. So what they would do, they would make these raffles, and sometimes you win $400, $500, $600, right? So one time it was on for like $700, right? And the raffle came up, and it was this black guy. I think his name was Kevin, and he was kind of like, man, they kind of like to see the excitement, or they want to hear some story behind the fact that they're excited and getting the money. So this black guy walks up, and he's like, man, this black guy's just gonna get the money. He's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna be emotional, because the truth is, black guys, we like to hide our emotions. So the black guy walks up, and he's crying. He's crying. And so Bert said to him, he was like, hey, man, like, you seem really emotional. Like, what's going on? He said, he's constantly crying. He said, well, talk to me, man. I know, you just wanted $700. Tell us how you feel. And he said, man, next week is my daughter's birthday, and I didn't have any money to throw her a party. And he said, now with this money, I can be the father she thinks I am. Man, when he said that man, that hit so different. The guy said, I'm going to say this again just in case it went over your head. He said, now I can be the father she thinks I am. And man, I thought about that all night because we push ourselves as fathers, especially as black fathers, so hard. We don't even realize how much our kids appreciate us, even when we can't give them everything. And we walk around with this weight on our shoulder like we ain't shit. And, society's telling us we're not doing enough. Maybe the mom is not telling us, maybe our parents, and maybe you even feel like you're just not giving your kid what you want to give them. And man, we beat ourselves up so much about it. And then society is beating you up about it. And I thought about myself because there was a time where I wasn't making good money and I was a father and we was doing okay, but it was just never enough. And it made me realize that my daughter loves me regardless of what I do for her. Like even now, I recently did like this fan project for Superman, and my daughter saw it, and she really, really believed it. Like she really thinks that I'm Superman. So one day I was like, I got to cut this out because I'm not Superman, obviously, right? I said, hey, baby, I just want to let you know that was a video that I made. It wasn't. It's not real, honey. Daddy's not really Superman. You know what my daughter said to me? She said, "Yes, you are, Daddy. Yes, you are. You're Superman. You are Superman, Daddy. I'm sorry, but you're Superman." Man, she was telling me, "I know you're not this fake character, but Daddy, you are my Superman." And man, that felt so good, man. It felt so good. It made me feel so appreciated. But anyway, back to that video, guys. It made me realize the pressure we put on ourselves, and also once again the society put on a lot of black men to be good fathers, because sometimes it's just never enough. Now don't get me wrong, it's some deadbeat dads out there, and fuck them. Excuse my language, but that's just how I am. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, if you're not being a good parent, especially if you're a father, I ain't got time for you. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about the guys who are really trying to be involved in their kids' life. Appreciate everybody on Instagram. I'm also streaming on Instagram right now. If you're watching, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Much love to y'all. But once again, it's heavy. Now, I know that title it threw you off, but I just wanted to kind of grab your attention. Um, it really hit in a different way. Um, it really bothers me because I go from house to house, home to home all day in my personal life for what I do for a living. And man, you'd be surprised some of the stories that you hear about what these fathers are going through, man. I mean, you got guys out here working 2 and 3 jobs, just so they can give enough money, excuse me, to even be able to see their kids. They're not in jail, they're not hurting anybody, like they killing themselves just to be able to give enough so they can see their kids. Right. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I want y'all to comment on this. Whether you're on Facebook or you're on my Instagram or you're on my YouTube, and I'm gonna specifically ask the ladies and fellas. You can say something too. Like, if a man was only given, let's say he was paying $200 a month for child support because that's all he had to give. And I know in your mind you may say he's not giving up, but if that's all he can give, and he's doing his best, he's struggling, he's trying to make it right, and he's trying to be a good father, would it be okay if he is able to see that kid as much as he wants to, spend time with that kid as much as he wants to, be in that kid's life as much as he wants to? Or would you say, no, that's not enough, he shouldn't be able to have a relationship with that kid? Because believe it or not, that shit is happening. It's happening. Guys, before I worked in sales, I worked in mental health, and I'm telling you, it's happening. I've seen it all. I've been in houses, I've worked in hospitals, I've worked in mental health facilities. It's crazy. It's crazy the effect that not having, even being in the same household as a parent, but just only having one parent involved, you see the destruction of the kid. I can't tell you how many fathers I met. They're not troublemakers. They're not bad guys. I mean, they may be a manager at a grocery store and they're happy where they're at, but it's just not enough, and they can't see their kids. And I was just recently, um, nah, Toy, it's not a monologue. I was just recently on another podcast. about it. It's a show where they pretty much fight for fathers' rights, and to be able to see their kids. And the stories are just heartbreaking for some of these black men that they don't even have access to their kids. Whether it be for out of spite, or maybe they feel like the mom feel like he's not paying enough for child support, or he's not ambitious enough, and or maybe they just embarrassed with the fact that he probably working in a restaurant. And it's so crazy to me because they go through all this hell, but it's like that's the same guy you slept with. It's the same guy you allowed to give you a baby, but he's not good enough to be in the kid's life. Once again, I'm talking about good guys. I'm not talking about deadbeats. I'm not talking about sorry ass dudes. That's not who I'm talking about. So I don't want to see any of this shit. I mean, I don't want to hear it. I get it. There's some bad guys out there, but at the end of the day, nobody should be punished for doing their best, especially when they're trying to be a good father. Because it's rough out here, and a lot of us are even rough on each other. I've been rough on myself as well. So you know, this whole black fathers ain't shit, man. It's gotta stop. I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere. I see it online. I see it on TikTok. I'm seeing it on Facebook. I'm seeing it on YouTube. It's gotta stop, man. It's gotta stop because it make all of us look bad, and none of us are perfect, man. But we got to do something about that. Um, guys, I just wanted to really come in here and share that. I didn't want to make this super super long because, um, I really wanted to get that off my chest because there's some brothers out here who really doing what they're supposed to do, man, and they're just getting beat up about it, man. And it's not fair. It's really not fair. Um, Let me see here. Y'all hold on one second. Let me. Hmm, why is that not? That's strange. Mm, y'all, hold on one second. I'm trying to share this on my other channel, but it's not doing it. Not there it is. Hold on. All right. I got to get that shared over to my page too. But anyway, guys, please, if you see this video, let me know what you think because I'm really interested, in how you guys feel about that because it's something that's being said and it's really making a lot of us look bad as far as, trying to be a father and do the right thing. And granted, I know it's gonna be a lot of guys out there saying, well, there's a lot of women out here, they're bad mothers. I get it. I'm gonna get into all that too. I got a special podcast for that one, but just I want to know how you feel because there's some dudes out here really trying and they're being punished to not be able to see their kids because maybe they don't work the job that people don't want them to work and they struggling. And people don't realize a lot of men don't start making real good money until they're probably 38, 40 years old, 42 years old. I mean, that's just statistically known. I mean, it's hard to make money, man, especially with inflation. I mean, it's no joke. You got to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet right now. So, and I'm talking about people from all levels. So, I'm just curious to think, know what you guys think. I really appreciate you guys watching. I didn't want to make this too long. But I just had to get it off of my chest. And sisters, I'm gonna challenge some of y'all because some of y'all got kids by some of these guys, and I want you to sit back and really analyze. You know, is that are what's the relationship? And if you don't have a good relationship with this kid's father, why is it not a good relationship? Why isn't this kid? They probably can't spend as much time. And once again, I'm not talking about a dude who's selling drugs and doing some stupid shit. I'm just talking about the fact that that kid can't be with this man. What? Because he ain't paying no child support. He don't have. He just don't make enough. Right? Well, I mean, what is it? Because you don't like him? Is there some spite there? Is the kid being punished? Like, really, really sit and think about it because at the end of the day, it's about the kids. I know some kids right now suffering right now. I'm not going to get into that, but I meet them every day. I really do. I sit and I talk to youngsters when I'm at work, when I'm sitting at the kitchen table with their parents. I see them coming in the house. I come ask them to sit down just to see where their head is at. And sometimes I'll call out some of these moms out here when they talking about these dads or these deadbeat dads, because I want to hear the backstory, because not all guys are deadbeat dads. Maybe they're just not doing what you want them to do. So, um, and I'm looking at my Instagram, and my homegirl Toya said that men want to be providers. That's 100% true. And some guys don't make as much money as they want to provide for their kids, but at the same time, they shouldn't be kept from their kids. They shouldn't be punished. Guys will get there. It just takes time. Guys, like I said, I mean, to make six figures in today's society right now, man, it's rough. Not everybody's an entrepreneur. Not everybody's an Instagram and YouTuber that's making 100 and 200 and $1 million. That shit is just not real. Not everybody can be a lawyer or a doctor. It sometimes just takes time. It really does, guys. It does. And I just want to challenge people to kind of just think about that. And ladies, I want to challenge you. I mean, if the dude is a dog or something, I get it. I get it, but does that make him a bad father? He sleeping with multiple women, but is he a responsible father? Does he want to be a responsible father? I mean, you got this dude who, maybe you got pregnant by and he work at Hardee's or something. I mean, I'm laughing, but ain't nothing working with Hardee's, but you obviously slept with the guy. Now you got a baby by him, but you mad because he only making $13 an hour. He was making $13 an hour when he laid down with you. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. That's just the truth. So this is something to think about. But once again, I just want to challenge that narrative, man, because it's not true. Man, there's some good fathers out here. There's some good fathers. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. I was in a grocery store one day, and I ain't gonna say the brother's name, and I was just in regular clothes. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think I just got off of work, and I was going back in the water aisle, and I seen this brother that I know, and he was stocking groceries. And when I saw him, I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" And he kind of braced himself for a minute because I kind of caught him off guard. And I said, "Hey, bro, hey, man, get your money, bro. You got kids, boy. You better get this money. Do what you got to do." Hey, man, I'm pulling this night shift. I said, "I feel you, big dog. Get that money." I dapped him up, told him it was nice to see him. We're going to work and do some stuff. And I went on about my business. There wasn't no judgment there. That brother got to do what he got to do to feed his kids. And he a grown man, probably in his 40s, stocking up them groceries, pulling them things off that pallet, doing what he got to do to take care of, man. I admire that so much, man. I admire that because I go out here, people see me all the time, and they make these assumptions because I do film and TV. Man, I'm in crawl spaces all day long. I'm in dirty attics all day long. Rats, spiders, snakes. I get up under there all day long. I do what I got to do because I gotta feed my family and I gotta be a good father and take care of my kids. And ain't no shame in that. So, fellas, if you out there working that warehouse job, working them 2 restaurant jobs, digging them ditches, man, keep digging, keep pushing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep grinding because it's always light at the end of that tunnel, man. And them kids gonna really appreciate it, man. Once again, I really, really appreciate y'all tuning in. Man, I'm right at 20 minutes. I wasn't even expecting to go that long. Tune in, comment, subscribe, like the channel. Let me know what you think if you guys see this. God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It really means a lot to me. It really, really does. I got more content coming down the line, y'all. So listen. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Preseason podcast. Peace, and I'm out.